on individuals' speech delivery. Now, this is very important, but at the same time, please appreciate that it is for you to develop, and it will not be developed in a day. One day, yes, we have done lots of activities, and confidence level I also see, and you also see that confidence level has improved. But individual, yes, we will meet you individually and we'll advise you. But whatever common things are, we have talked after watching that video of yours. Then, yes, this was a suggestion of video clippings. We have lots of clippings, but I think we'll show you one more, which is very interesting about the body language. Yes, but spin selling can be. Do we have this? Yes, okay. We'll do spin selling also. More in-depth exercises. See, you can totally change your voice, but that requires time. One gentleman came to me. He is from a gas company, petrol company, big ones out of the 4-5 which we have, and a very senior officer, speaking very good English. He came to meet me. So I said, yes, what's your problem? I don't see any problem because his language was good, he was speaking sentences, he was modulating. Yes, one little problem was there, but I didn't want to talk to him. He said, when I speak on the telephone to somebody unknown, he or she would say, yes, madam. I'm not a madam. So he feels very uncomfortable. Rightly so. Rightly so. Conversely, if a lady's voice is like... So he asked me, can it change? He was about 53, 54. Can it change? I said, yes. But you will have to work very hard. The guy was not going for a morning walk, he was a little obese and things like that. I said, if you are with me, and it will not happen in a month or two, it will take longer time. But he was so, his desire was so intense. He says, I have been suffering all my life and I didn't know what to do about it. And in about 6 months' time, his voice was like a man. Which is possible, As I said, it needs very individual attention and consistent repetition, same thing. Now, what was the problem? Problem was he was speaking at a little higher pitch. Now, when you speak higher pitch, as Amit said, if the lady's pitch is a little higher, but when I say speak like a leader at a higher pitch, not to that extent. You raise the pitch with enthusiasm. So that is it. Some exercises which we have done today, and I think if you do those
we also have the presentation on time management and the activity where each person will assess his or her ability to manage the time.
Okay, I'll take only 2. Interpersonal skills, yes, we will deal with it. Yes, this is very interesting. Handling adverse questions. This requires confidence, plus good listening, plus modulation. Modulation more so, longer pauses. Because if you can pause, if you can listen, and then there are some techniques like you should not get upset. He asked me difficult question. If I get upset, it shows on my face. What you should do? A good question. But let me complete what I am saying, and by that time you can find an answer. And if the question you can keep on speaking. Maybe in between delicately you can answer the question, and then the person will really feel that probably this was not the right question for me. This happens. People ask sometimes stupid questions, but if you lose temper, so it creates a problem for you. You should say yes, very relevant, good question, but I'll deal with it. Or if you feel it is a personalized problem of his, or then you can say we will talk about it during tea time or afterwards. There is no harm. But cordiality must be maintained. Cordiality must be maintained in handling this type of thing. There are some people, professional question makers, they only go to make their presence felt, but you cannot avoid them. If you are going to a large seminar, there could be some people who could ask you anything. The only thing is, oh yes, good question. You have to. Yes, very relevant. We'll talk about it. Achha, another problem arises when in a large, you have a large gathering and some people start talking somewhere. Now, if you don't take action, some other people will start talking somewhere else, and your speech will go down the drain. Don't just tolerate this, but keep a smile on your face. Yes, you have something interesting to say. Would you get up and share? Would you like to get up and share? So if you say like this, then it's a warning to others also. But that means you must have a presence of mind. You must look around. Yes, from that side the problem is there. But don't allow the problem to spread. Sometimes if it steps too much, it may go out of hand.
Sir, I have a question.
Many questions, please.
In case if you are training on a subject and you may not be very clear about the answer or not sure, or you may need to refer to something to give a convincing answer, can you tell them that I can keep this in the public?
Absolutely, no, absolutely right. If I was there, I will say yes, it's a very relevant question, but I am sorry, at the moment I am not able to give you the proper answer. Where is the harm? You see, everybody does not know everything about under the sun. So then, next, don't be afraid of making a mistake. But if it's a genuine mistake, accept it. Yes. Yes, it was my mistake. Yes. I thank you very much for pointing out. Don't feel you, in fact, you enhance your self-esteem. You enhance your respect among the audience if you accept your mistakes. But you should have confidence to it. If you are trying to play hide and seek and feel bad about it, then the answer will not be convincing, or whatever you say will not be very acceptable. The confidence is also the key, not only the content. Not only the content, but confidence is also the key. Keep a smile on your face, it adds to your confidence. You go there, see our good friend Hitler, the way he goes, he just eases himself, looks up, looks down, there he starts. And my friend, yesterday I found you were starting even before reaching the dais. I'm talking to you, Roma.
Yes, yes.
That should never happen. Go to the dais, look around, smile, and then start. Where is the hurry? People have come to listen to you, they will wait. Okay, Amit, can we play body language before we go get into something?
So, one more question. I have a question. In one-to-one conversation or maybe in a small group conversation, some people try to dominate the conversation by some or the other factor. It can be their knowledge. Knowledge, even if it is a knowledge, that is not a worrying factor. But if it is just their attitude by which they try to dominate the conversation, and because of that, sometimes you are not able to put across your point. In that case, what will help?
Now, there are two situations. You are the chairman or he is the chairman.
Yeah, the person who is sitting in front of you is senior.
Is senior.
Yes.
Now, see, this is a genuine problem. You say, yes sir, or yes ma'am, I have understood your point. But I have another point of view. If you permit me, now I do not know what is the culture of your organization. Every organization has a culture. Some people have autocratic culture. Some organizations will have very democratic, open type of culture. Depending upon the culture, but I would say that you should be assertive and you must express yourself. Don't worry. Take that risk. But cordiality of the tone should be maintained. Ma'am, you are absolutely right, but my point of view is this. And say it. Say it. Because if you don't say it, then your own self-esteem will be diminished. Then you will consider small in your own eyes. And if you lose your respect in your eyes, it's not good. You respect yourself, others will respect you. Okay, now see the body language. So what does it signify? It's a show business or genuine? Looks genuine, huh? Okay, next. Both. Who said both? Yeah. He is right. Because I have been saying that you should ensure that it looks genuine. You are emotional, but you should not be emotional. Yes, next. What is this?
Formalities.
Formality. Absolute formality. He is looking this side, he is looking this side. Yes, next. What is this?
Majburi.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, Majburi, yes. Next.
Genuine.
Pardon?
Genuine. Genuine and
Self-acknowledging.
Heart to heart.
heart to heart.
Heart to heart. This I think is heart to heart.
Yeah.
Because he was the first guy to call him Narendra. He said, Narendra, I'm so glad that, something like that. And then encouraged Narendra to call Obama Barack.
No, yeah, Barack.
And then he said, Barack also said Modi. Next. Now, see, Tony, how is he, Modi and Obama? Yeah, anybody, any comments?
Obama isn't looking confident enough.
Yeah.
Obama?
No.
Not looking confident
Tony is
enough.
looking more
Apprehensive maybe.
Tony is looking more confident.
Yes.
Tony is more confident and
No, between Modi and Obama, who is more confident?
Modi.
Absolutely right.
and Obama is very because
He is trying
kind
to,
of, yeah.
yes, show, yes. Next.
The Cold War,
War.
the Cold War is visible.
Yes.
you know, but Obama is
Who is in command?
Putin.
Putin.
Same state.
Yes.
His state, his body posture and his...
Yes.
It's looking
This guy is trying to
Obama is
avoid.
not eye to eye
Yes.
contact.
Next.
Again, here,
Same.
both of them different.
Good one.
Okay, this picture itself tells the comments. Next.
You're tired of me.
Modi.
This one.
I can hear the growling.
You meet me outside the hall.
World War III.
I bring it on.
World War III preparation.
Yes.
No, I can hear the growling.
That's on your sound of it.
Sound up. Yes, next.
Yeah.
That's surprising. How come they're comfortable with each other?
Confident and trying to
Confident
make it.
facade.
It's just like
Superficial.
I think this is make believe.
No, no.
Yeah, facade.
They don't, yeah.
Next.
Next.
Look regular to me.
Very formal,
Very
distant.
To the point.
No, Modi is still confident.
Modi is
Who
probably
is confident?
Modi.
Modi is confident
Is
and
posture.
Dilma in dilemma.
Yes. Next. How is it?
Yeah, Modi is initiating.
Putin is
But he is
also always-
confident. Modi is
More,
confident.
but yeah,
He is thinking
leading
whether
more
to put
confident.
that.
And this guy is hesitating or he is
Yeah,
the last
at
one?
last.
He's thinking.
What to do? There is no option.
Yes. Next.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So this I wanted, see everywhere your body language is very important. We picked up, we picked up these because I thought these were representative of certain moods of these great men, and there was only one mood. Great leaders. So now we can start spin selling because that is the in thing. Now spin selling is not only for salespeople. Spin selling is for everyone, I would say. But what is spin selling? Yes, you see, let's look at this particularly you wanted to.
Yes.
Salesperson goes to the possible client, prospect, the spin. He or she has to ask certain questions, situational questions. Questions about
The requirement.
before the requirement, what actually the company is, what they are dealing.
It's a profile.
There's just a profile. But these days, I say, you should ask minimum situational questions because you can always find out the answers to those questions on the websites. So that is, first is situational questions. The spin. P stands for problems. So you are called or you are invited only because there is a problem existing. Spin, problem. Now when this, of course, when you ask about the problem, the client has to explain what is the problem. Because only for the problem. What are the difficulties that you are feeling, sir? Where you think you would like to, where we can assist you, like to have our assistance to enhance your productivity or whatever it is. So put it in a very nice language. Practice that, how to ask a few questions. Now, this will be different for different organizations. But basically the theme is, what are the problems? Problem questions. Then implication. If this is the problem, if the AC is creating sound, what are the implications? Implications are clients, if they want to record, they'll be like our recording has also suffered. So this is one example. But any other, you pick up, for example, you have automobiles, a fleet of automobiles. I am running the company. So some system is not working. For example, I am running a company like Obear. Obear, there was a company, no?
Taxicab
Okay,
company.
okay. Or any other company where certain systems are required. So I would say a system is not working. Then what are the implications? education questions. In what way it is harming you. So that also you have to understand. Then the need payoff. Need payoff is how you give. Okay, yes sir, we have these solutions. So that means preparation you have to do at home. By and large you understand okay, what are the likely problems, but still you ask to focus the attention of the client on those. He should spell out. You cannot say on your own, this is your problem, this is the implication, and these are, no, it has to come from his mouth or her mouth. Yes? So, and you have to make them say it. Because that's why I say, okay, you make people talk. When you make people talk, you understand better, you have more power to influence them. Now it's a big subject. We had a presentation with the skill video. Yeah. So we have a video from the horse's mouth. The creator of this spin selling. That is what is his name?
His name is Neil Rackham.
Neil Rackham.
He's an Englishman.
It's his concept. So we can see the video because it's a very important and good subject. I say you can use this anywhere among your relationship because basically it's the same. You are to have a win-win situation, yeah, and you have to offer your solutions. So you, wherever there is a problem in relationship, then also you have to undertake to offer the solution. If it's your initiative. Left to themselves, things go from bad to worse. Who said it? Anybody know me? No? This is Murphy's law. Left to themselves, things go from bad to worse. So never allow that to happen. Anything not satisfactory, you must take the initiative sooner than later.
No, our batteries are discharged too.
That is why one thing compared to
Fortunately, we don't connect to a plug-in charger.
Yes.
Our charging is a little complicated.
Okay,
process.
let's start singing. Singing, yes. Energize with singing, and we sing only basic Sare Gama Pada.
I'm delighted today to be speaking with Neil Rackham, who's visiting us from the US and has something of a very long and serious career in the area of sales. So Neil, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So Neil, in the world of the internet, clearly sales has changed and is changing. You, I know, have coined a phrase called spin selling. Could you tell us a little bit about that and how we might use it in our work?
Okay. Let me say, what spin selling is, it's a lot of research into some 35,000 sales calls, biggest piece of research ever done in selling. And what we set about to do there was to understand what successful salespeople were doing was different from the average salesperson.
Okay.
We watched 35,000 salespeople.
Fine, you must have learned a lot.
Yeah, it took us 12 years.
Right.
We had 40 researchers on it. It was a mammoth project. We published a whole lot of books from it.
Right.
The spin piece that everyone knows about was a sequence of questions that effective people ask.
Sequence
when
of
they sell.
questions.
Right.
And to put very simply, when you're discussing something with a customer, the first thing is questions are more important than anything else.
Right.
So sales calls with a lot of questions are more successful than sales calls without.
Okay. So stop the selling, ask questions
That's
at the
right.
beginning.
Yeah, ask questions, listen. But what kinds of questions? There's clearly smart questions and dumb questions.
Right.
We used to be taught that open questions were the smart ones and closed questions were the dumb
Yeah.
ones.
So let your client just keep on rambling, but you're saying that's not the way it is now?
Well, no, we did $250,000 worth of research to try to prove that distinction. We couldn't prove it.
Right.
But what we found instead is there's a sequence of questions that effective people use. First, they ask some fact-finding questions, what we call situation questions,
Okay.
the S of spin.
Right.
Second thing that they do is they ask about problems.
Mhm.
You know, every product,
Right.
everyone who's watching this has something in common. We all solve problems for our customers. If
Sure.
you don't solve a problem,
What are you doing?
what do you
Yes.
do? So how can you solve problems unless you ask about them?
Yep.
And so the second type of question is what we call problem questions. Questions like, are you finding it difficult to do this? Questions about, is this a problem? Those
So
questions,
problems also, the wording you're using there are eliciting sort of responses of a yes question. So we want our prospects to say yes, they've got those problems.
yeah, we want to discover how they see the problem. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how we see it.
No.
If the customer doesn't feel they have a problem, they don't have a
Yeah,
problem.
there's no selling to be done.
So basically, we're asking customers about their problems. And people, as they become more experienced in selling, get better and better at doing that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is where it stops. For most people, they'll ask some fact-finding or situation questions.
Yeah.
They'll ask some problem questions. And the customer says, yeah, okay, that's a problem.
Right.
And then
What are interpersonal skills? Okay, anyone who would like to say? Yes. You had asked the question.
Yes.
What are interpersonal skills?
One-to-one communication or group communication.
Good communication?
Group.
Group communication. You mean public speak presentation skills?
No.
So what is interpersonal skills? What you understand? Yes.
The techniques and method in which you communicate with another person.
That is communication skills.
Adapting, understanding.
Getting things done. Interpersonal skills is your skill to get things done with a kind of win-win situation. For example, a front office chap who is not authorized to give certain things to the guests, so he should have the skill to say without offending, to express his inability. It is very similar to how you can be assertive, but with a difference. Interpersonal skills is more getting things done. For example, I can give an example of the compliance people in an organization. Your organization also, bank will be having a compliance team. Compliance team is a thankless job. You see, so far as other departments are concerned. Other departments, sales are not interested in giving you facts and figures. They have to give because they are asked. It is a part of your duty. But what is their basic interest? What is their basic interest? To increase the sale. Loans will not be interested in giving you all the details, stopping their work, because if they spend time with you, so their work suffers. So that means wherever you have to get things done, particularly when you are in a difficult situation like this, it is always that you face such problems. Now, good interpersonal skills will enable you to get things done. Now, what does it take? Firstly, when we go for a request, we have some assumptions. Do we have some assumptions? Assumptions. See, I am going to him or her, but you know the way this guys work, they will not. So that is wrong. Never have negative assumptions. Only means that you must get your things done without making other persons upset. Yeah, without making other persons upset. Now I have, at some points useful assumptions, positive intent, you will be able to get things done. This is page 61, 62. know what you want. Now, oftentimes you are not very clear what you want to do. That is suicidal. When you are not very clear, overall you know, but you are not very clear what you are going, what you want to get it done. So that is wrong. So that means just as attending any important communication, attending any important email, you must apply your mind. You must prepare. We have talked about preparation. So here also, you should be very clear about it. Meet people where they are. You see, now I am an individual. You are an individual. Certain things we share. Certain things, your views are different, my views are different, because we are individuals. Now it is our duty to find out what are the things which are common interest. Are you also interested in dramatics? Are you also interested in hosting parties? You know, you have to find out. Then you have to talk on those things. Any hope?
Actually, today that department is closed. We would have gotten a laptop.
It's being Sunday that department is closed. Why we did not do this program yesterday? Anyway, it doesn't. It happens. It happens.
What's the problem exactly?
The problem is actually
And we offer that any questions on that, you send us a mail and we'll listen. We'll send you the link so that you listen to the entire spin selling lecture, which is on the, and we have some more material that also we send the link, or we send you one speech or some such thing by email, so that we are in constant communication. But okay, so meet people where they are. Yes, listen to go deep. I think I have been laying lot of stress, placing lot of stress in listening. So who are not very good listeners, once again raise hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how yesterday there were not many, but within one night so many. But anyway,
We like to learn effectively.
yes. First of all, it's not only that you listen and you assimilate, but you must also make other person realize that you are listening. Meaning thereby, if I am speaking only to you, you should say, yeah. On the telephone also. You see, on the telephone, if you are not creating any sound, the other person, you can see probably he or she is not listening.
It happens.
I know that it happens, that's why I am telling. So it should not happen. It should not happen. You say, yeah, yes, you're right. I'm sorry, I could not understand. Would you like to repeat, please? You see, if you really don't understand, don't say you understand. If you don't understand, please spell out, I'm sorry, I could not understand. Would you like to repeat, please? He or she will repeat, because it is their job. They have called. Or even if you have called, there is some common, so there is no problem. And then, genuinely, you should try to understand each and every word. Now here I may warn you, some people are repetitive. Then what you should do? You should say, yes, Mr. So-and-so, you have already talked about this point which I have understood. And what is the next point? Because if he goes round and round on one point, then probably what you have understood will be lost. So what you should have presence of mind. If you have presence of mind, you say, yes, yes, Mr. X, you have said this. Now, what are the other issues so that we can? I have noted it down. Noted it down. This is Now, when you are face to face, then your body should be slightly inclined towards him, not like this. You see, when you sit, I like to sit and tell you. Now, bring your chair. It's best explained, so that you can see. Now sit down, please. Now he's talking and I am, yes. What do you want to say? Tell something, man. No, actually, you should say, yes, sir. Yeah, I understood. Yeah. Or Mr. Or by first name, whatever your situation is. So what would you like to explain? Would you like to explain or something? No? No. Okay. So what I mean, your body posture and your eye contact. Now suppose he is speaking and I am looking this side, or I am looking that side. Not good. You should look at me. And suppose I am just looking like this, as that is also not good. So that means I should look at you. I smile, yeah, you are right. What next? What do you think we could do next? You see, the cordiality you have to establish. This is also in the constitution. And don't cross your arms like this. And when you stand, don't put your arms back like this. That also will not be very good. Yes, yeah, you are right. Yeah, we are here to understand the problems. You understand my problem, I'll understand your problem. So if you are very natural, your own self, don't copy anybody. Develop your own style, natural style, and I am sure your relationship will be better. Plus, your relationship will be better if you bring about cordiality into it. Cordiality and not sarcasm, because what we had done, there was some kind of sarcasm. And genuinely try what the person wants to say. Some people are not very clear. Some people are not very clear. Now you cannot have a communication lesson for him or her.
He doesn't speak anything.
No, for example, you cannot say, no, you are not speaking clearly. But you have to identify, even if you don't identify, then whatever comes to your mind, Mr. So-and-so, do you mean this? Or have I understood you correctly? Could you please don't hesitate to ask. The problem is we hesitate to ask. Particularly if the guy is a higher stature, then we hesitate to ask. If the registrar of the university comes, we say, why? Kya kha jayega? The fear is the worst enemy of our progress, of our happiness, of our life, of our initiative, of everything. Fear. So yesterday I had spoken that fear should be thrown out. It should be eradicated. Who has eradicated the fear? No one. You have eradicated. Very good. But did you have fear earlier? You have eradicated. What about you, Mala? Not eradicated, not interested, or did not be? You have. You have. Some. You should be realistic, because if you just say yes, 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 so I will say no. Because so we should be at. What about you? Fear? Yes, what?
I have fear.
You have fear. How you are going to? Fear is good. You want to have?
Not exactly. We should not have fear.
No, you said not exactly. That means not exactly it is not good, but somewhat it is good. Am I right?
Yes.
So then explain to me why somewhat it is good.
Suppose we talk to our seniors and we have some points to put on him. And
The points will hurt him.
yes,
Yes. Then you should be afraid.
when point hurts me, that will not be good for me. If we really openly.
But my friend, I have been telling you develop your ability to say in such a fashion
Cordiality.
that it does not hurt him. But if you say, please take it from me that he will not consider you are a brilliant person. He will consider you are dumb. Therefore, it is your duty, you are duty bound to develop cordiality in your tone and be assertive. What is assertive? Yesterday I said, don't say yes when you want to say no. Don't say yes to your friends also. For example, one American said, if somebody came to his office without informing, and then he was doing something very serious, so he did not want interference, and he was a little bit known, not a great friend, but some known. So he said, he came and said, how I can help you? He said, yes, you can definitely help me. Please, at the moment I require your help, and the help is that you leave me alone. Now this is not very courteous, but I am only saying you should not hesitate. You say, yes, would you like me to come to your office, even if you don't want to go to his office? I'm afraid I'm expecting somebody, whether you are expecting or not, that's a different story. I'm expecting somebody and I have to prepare, and it's so nice that you have come, but I cannot attend to you. Would you like me to come again and we can have a chat or a cup of coffee? At that time you say like this, attend to it. Now another thing, you have a question? No. Another thing is, when you are doing something serious and somebody has come, he is late or she is late, and by that time you are involved in something else. You don't want to send, because it's a common subject, you don't want to send him or her back, but he or she has to wait because you are on something very urgent. At that time, what you should do? You should go out and tell, hey, look, since you are a little late and I have some other visitor, but I have to make this thing, so I hope you don't mind. You please wait for some time, and would you like to have coffee, etc. Tell your people to. You should be courteous. Normally, not everybody does it. The big bosses sometimes they think, नहीं ठीक है, उसका काम है इंतजार करने दो. That's not. Even the big boss should, if he is not it's not necessary that he should not himself come out. He should send the message, secretary or someone. Hey, look, he is there. He knows that you are here. Now he will be able to meet you only after half an hour. So if you have some other work, you do it. Otherwise, please, would you like to have a cup of coffee or tea? You know, he can definitely send a message. Even if the secretary is not there, at least few, at least somebody. So that courtesy must be shown. This will build up interpersonal skills. But most important is the way you speak. That is why we were laying so much stress on communication, cordiality.
One of the political leaders, he commented when somebody died on the border, उनका काम है लड़ना और मरना border पे. So it was so very insensitive.
But we have insensitive people. Now,
rather than applauding him for his courage, he said उनका तो काम ही है बस.
see, that is why I say all these leaders, they need public speaking classes. They need voice culture, and they need the course which we have. 100%. Actually, the government should start an institute Institute of Public Speaking Residential 15 दिन उधर रहो.
They are chosen representative of the masses. They
Yes.
have to respect the masses' feelings and expectations.
Yes. And yesterday what we talked about speech organs. Yesterday. That you have to open your mouth. Now you are not opening your mouth, therefore I was
chewing
able.
something.
Acha, acha, acha. Yes, you wanted to say something.
The same thing yesterday, Delhi, Kiran Bedi, you were training to all the leaders, political leaders.
अच्छा she did say. पर पहले तो उसको ही ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, उसकी पब्लिक स्पीकिंग बहुत
Is
खराब
very
है।
poor. My
बहुत
wife
खराब
also
है।
says the same.
फिर बोलना शुरू करती है तो इतना हार्शली और
Harsh,
फिर
उसकी
सडनली
आवाज मिठास है ही नहीं.
Background.
अब she is now political leader, so she has to articulate her speech like that. So
Yes, now
She's a jailer, no? But she is a jailer. She's not to be there.
No, no, I disagree with you.
she
Here
was-
there was
she was-
Commissioner of Police, Shivanandan. What was his name? T. Shivanandan. See, he even to criminals he says, yes sir, come. See, he was a terror. But it is not necessary to shout and all that sort of thing, because he is not going to do anything himself. He will get him tortured by other people. Why he should spoil his speech? If he is calm, he is quiet, he is more powerful.
Calm, composed, yes.
Calm and composed with truth.
किरण बेदी को डीप ब्रीथिंग की बहुत जरूरत है, दो शब्द बोल के रुक जाती है।
बिल्कुल ठीक कहती हैं आप, एक ट्वीट कर दीजिए।
One thing on fear I want to say, we should eradicate fear to the extent we are assertive. And
देखो
not-
भैया नहीं, फियर के बारे में बहुत लोगों ने मेरे को आज तक कहा है कि फियर थोड़ा रहना चाहिए। मैंने कहा नहीं, फियर 1% भी नहीं रहना चाहिए।
Right.
Fear is not helping you in any case.
Fear नहीं है, awareness रहनी चाहिए कि we have to be prepared for the occasion.
Yes, awareness.
If you have to make a presentation a day before, you must prepare.
अच्छा, दूसरा ये कंटिन्यूअसली वर्क करके कॉर्डियलिटी क्रिएट करनी और असर्टिवनेस के लिए ये इतना आसान नहीं है, लेकिन ये करना ही चाहिए। फियर नहीं रखना चाहिए। Fear, many people say कि under some pressure we will be able to do work more. I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I said no. You should be focused. You should have a strong desire. You should be happy to work. You should enjoy your work, and you will be more successful. You will be better productive. Now, so as sometimes I say in jocularly, either you marry the girl you love, or you start loving the girl you marry. So the same thing is true for the ladies also. You marry the person you love, or you start loving the man you have married. And it is possible, 100% possible, not 99%. I say with that kind of conviction. So therefore, जो आपको काम करना है, जिसके लिए आपको फायदा होना है throughout your life, because it is a talent once you build up, nobody is going to rob away your talent. Any talent which you build up, it becomes your permanent property as long as you live on this earth. And therefore, if you consider that, then all the efforts are worth it. You are still not convinced. Now, what is your doubt?
I'm saying we should not go overboard and become over.
बेटा मैंने कहा कि ये तो नहीं मैंने कहा ओवरबोर्ड और आप फाइट करो। मैं तो ये कह रहा हूँ कि fear you should not have, but yes, you should have ability. You should have ability to present your point of view. This many people disagree with me, but I say no.
Sir, I think he is confusing it with respect and fear. No, I'm saying fear, assertiveness and overconfidence.
अरे भैया overconfidence, so I say overconfidence you should never have.
Arrogance.
Overconfidence is almost bordering arrogance.
That's all.
So you should be confident, never overconfident. You should be confident. You should be cordial. You should be self-aware. You should be respectful. These are all the things which will help you in interpersonal skills. Now, if you say, yes, I will do it, but you know you are not, it is not possible, then do you think you are making better relationship? No. You never promise the moon, because you will not be able to bring it. Just on the spur of the moment, if somebody asks you something, don't say yes, I can do it. No. If you can't do it, never say this. Know what you want. Meet people will listen to go deep. Choose your words carefully. Need I say this? I have been repeating this all the time. Yes, this is good. Relationships are about perceptions. My perception towards you, how I look at you, you must know. You must not only think what is what you consider of yourself. You should also try to identify what others consider of, what others perceive of you. So that is, nobody will come and tell you, but you have to devise your own way to find out. For every senior officer who wants to go up the ladder, because this you must know how you are being assessed by others. Aajkal to there is 360-degree assessment. Appraisal. So that means you are being appraised by your client, by your peers, by everyone. Actually, this idea they have initially, these guys, there is an organization called NAC. Have you?
Yes.
You must be known.
Yes.
National
Accreditation and Assessment Council.
It's a national body,
Yeah.
which gives a gradation to the institutions. Yes. So NAC had picked up this idea from states. Okay, there should be self-assessment. Now what I am saying is self-assessment, then peer assessment, then NAC people, they send their own people to assess you. But Americans, they have one more tier, which I don't. So that kind of 360 is even more. So the circle is larger. So that means people really want to, the organizations which are forward looking, they really want to understand where you stand, because the stakes are very high. The CEOs are paid out of the roof, and yet lots of disasters take place. Like Lehman Brothers, it was the biggest disaster. That also happens. So therefore, perception. You must know how you perceive yourself, but more than that, you must know how others perceive you. Project and expect the best. This is about your attitude. You must have a positive attitude. Create changes in stages. Habits die very hard. If you want to change the perception of your peer or your boss, so you have to work out a system that you should change in stages. Now suppose you are a latecomer, so you have to, he is having for a long time, then now you have started coming late, but he must know that it has got very hot. So you must make it known to him that now you are a changed person, you are coming right on time. So perceptions should change in stages. Now if you are careless, then now you must ensure that your reports of everything reaches in. So what I mean is, for any situation there cannot be a common rule. So you must ensure, you must not say, okay, see, last 15 days I am coming on time, still that those HR people, they are creating problems for me because they don't like me. This will not help. You change in stages. So These are some good points. So if you will read about these, so since this is with you, material is with you, you can always, and then one open offer. Any time you can send us a mail, clarify any doubt without any objection. Some of my students for last 10 years they meet me. Sometimes they come to my office, bring some kind of token gift, which I of course like very much. But then they have a deeper purpose, which I really appreciate. I appreciate because that is how the relationship should be. It should not be just okay, I have finished my workshop, my job is done. No, I would like you to really benefit from it, and I would like you to suggest to your friends who can get the same benefit, provided you have got the benefit. But if you have not got the benefit, since I say don't say yes when you want to say no, then please say no. Don't hesitate. That is why yesterday I was telling you again and again, please honestly put your comments. Because when you adverse comments, only then I will scratch my mind and try to improve myself. Do you agree with me? Your question was difficult questions. Have I answered your question? Pardon?
You have.
To some extent. To some extent, because there cannot be foolproof extent. Every time the person will be different, his technique will be different, his objective will be different. Some people come to create a problem. For example, if Shylock is holding a seminar, the Antonio will come only to create a problem. So he doesn't have any question. So therefore we have to keep that in mind.
So,
Yes.
when we say assertiveness, can you give some examples? As in, it is very difficult to define assertiveness. When it will cross the borderline, it will become arrogance.
Okay. Who among you are assertive? Raise your hands. To some extent, fully assertive. Huh?
Not fully.
Fully. You kindly come here and explain some kind of situations where you have shown because you are fully assertive. You see, we must relate that. Let's play. Yes.
See, I'm actually a housewife right now for the last 1.5 years. But I have taken a post, as I told you, in an Inner Wheel Club. I am working as a president. So we have to do so many projects and all. Many times the members don't agree for that. Recently we had one project where we were along with the district, we were supposed to do that project. I went there, I went to the project all alone to Wada when there was an inauguration or some function was going on, just to see that how that project is going to be, so that I can convince my members. So when I came back, I told to everyone, so there are 350 girls who are having only 2 toilet blocks. Among 350 girls is the residential ashram shadow. So I told them, we can do the project along with the district. But everyone said, no. Why we have to go to Wada and do it? Why can't we do some other project over here? There are small projects which we do, because they don't want to spend more there. Then I was very confident that members will agree. I told them, see, if we have a 2-bedroom house also, we want each room should have a toilet and bathroom. Among 350 children, there are only 2 toilets. Then they were not at all convinced. Then I put forth, no, we have to do this. And then I did not have money, no funds, nothing. But still, I put my foot down and I told them, we have to do this project. And again I started explaining everything. Then slowly I got the donations. From the members, from the club, I got around 10,000. And from my friend circle, I went to everything, even my sari shop where I used to buy the saris. I went there, he gave 5,000, one of my friends, she gave 5,000, and we could gather around 30,000 and we could do it. So this is how, if we are assertive, we are confident from inside what we are doing, we can definitely be assertive. It's not that difficult.
This is one example where she
Yeah, yeah.
is in command. But anybody assertive who, who becomes assertive with his boss. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.